How's it going, and welcome back to the channel. This is the first video of its kind on my channel, and I just thought I'd try something different aside from the highlight vids. So what I consider a draft steal would be someone drafted in late lottery to being the 60th pick. I'm just going off mock drafts I found to know exactly where these players are projected. Let's get into it. So with the first player on this list, we have Jalen Brunson. The reigning Big East Player of the Year is having a great season. While averaging 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists per game, the junior from Villanova is in the race for the Wooden Award. He also has a national title from the 2016 season to add to his career awards, and Villanova looks good enough to win the title again this season. Brunson shoots 42% from 3 and a 54% field goal percentage, a great asset to have in today's NBA. CBS Sports currently has him projected 20th overall to the Spurs, and NBADraft.net has him projected 47th overall to the Wizards. Next up, we have Dan Gafford from the University of Arkansas. Gafford had an electrifying season at Arkansas, throwing it down for highlight plays many times. He averaged 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 blocks per game. He's very athletic, but still has a lot of room to grow his game. He earned SEC All-Freshman team honors in the process, and helped Arkansas get to the NCAA tournament. This would be short-lived though, as they would lose to Butler in the first round, 79-62. CBS Sports projects him 18th overall to the Wizards, and NBADraft.net projects him 23rd overall to Chicago, which put him alongside another former Razorback, Bobby Portis. Keita Bates-Diop comes in as the third player on this list. Bates-Diop put up big numbers this year, which earned him all Big Ten first team honors and the award for Big Ten Player of the Year. He averaged 19 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block per game this season. His great size and wingspan helps him to defend well, and shoots fairly well all around the floor, but he can be a streaky shooter at times. He helped the Buckeyes get to the second round of the tournament, where they would lose by 6 to Gonzaga. CBS Sports projects him 21st overall to the Jazz, and NBADraft.net projects him 43rd overall to the Knicks. Next up, Grayson Allen. Now I think we can all agree that it's obvious he needs to work on his attitude during games, and if you've been living under a rock, I'm talking about this. And this. And this. I could keep going, but you get the idea. The man is the Zaza Pachulia of college basketball, but his actions have really taken attention away from how good a player he actually is. He helped Duke win the national title in 2015 and was one of the most exciting players to watch in that game. He earned all ACC third team honors this season while averaging 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists per game for the Blue Devils. And just like Villanova, Duke looks good enough to win the tournament this season. CBS Sports projects Allen going 22nd to Philly, and NBADraft.net projects him being drafted 24th by Minnesota. Devonte Graham comes into this list averaging 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists per game for Kansas. Graham's numbers have steadily increased every season he's been at Kansas, but this year really stands out with his points average increasing by 4 and assists average increasing by 3 from last season. He can be a little careless on offense, which can explain his 2.8 turnovers per game, but he can add great playmaking and scoring to any team in the league. He's an agile player and can distribute the ball effectively. CBS Sports projects Graham going 29th overall to the Hawks, and NBADraft.net projects him 44th overall to the Lakers. No longer known as just Michael's little brother, Jonte will be a steal in this year's draft. Originally a 2019 recruit to Washington, Jonte reclassified to 2018 to play alongside Michael at Missouri. Although that didn't work out because of Michael's injury, Jonte performed well enough to earn a spot on the SEC All-Freshman team and be named Co-6 Man of the Year. He averaged 9 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 block per game. Although not big on the stat sheet, he's a 6'11" stretch forward with a high ceiling of improvement. He's a great scoring big and will make the most of his opportunities. CBS Sports doesn't have second round projections for the draft yet, but NBADraft.net projects Jonte being taken 26th overall to Portland. This was a pretty disappointing year from Arizona as a whole with all the talent they had in Ayton, Hawkins, and Trier, but they did win the Pac-12 championship, and you have to give them that. Averaging 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists per game this season for Arizona, Alonzo Trier can truly score. He can shoot from anywhere on the floor and create his own shot, which is a valuable asset to have. Trier earned all Pac-12 first team honors this season and earned Arizona a 4 seed in the tournament, where they would be upset by Buffalo. Trier has been in some trouble with the NCAA before for performance-enhancing drugs, but if he can stay away from that, he could eventually be a solid player in the league. So those are my 7 steals for the 2018 NBA Draft. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like on the video. Maybe even go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give me some feedback if you want me to keep making these types of videos. Comment down below some players I may have missed on this list, and if maybe you have an idea for a video I should make. Thank you, and I'm out.